So I'm going to start this video, and then I'm going to end this video. It seems like there's nobody here, and it's no use going on because I'm actually not prepared. How else can you hold a towel on your head? It's a warm towel, and that's why I'm wearing it. I'm not here for my looks. Sometimes I really don't care how I dress. I don't want to go out like a slob. Sometimes I'll dress okay. Sometimes I'll dress really nice. But don't scold me for how I dress. And stop complaining and explain to me what bothers you. What a weird week it was. Whoa, that was really funny. Light went down. Should we be doing numbers right now? But what a really weird week it was. I was doing a favor for. I was doing a favor, and I was on a tractor, a big. What do you call it? A universal joint tractor. And I was picking up this metal box and a fork. The forks in the tractor got stuck under the box. So I tried to wiggle backwards a couple of times to get the box out. And all of a sudden I get a phone call from the boss. Is, what are you fooling around for? Like really rude, but the boss wasn't there. But one of the managers came out and saw it. And then he called the boss instead of coming over to me and asked me what I was doing. And I've done this 100 times. Then a few sticks fell out of the box onto the floor. But there were 100 sticks all over. But when the 4 sticks fell onto the floor, I got a phone call from the boss because the manager saw it. Manager dropped some sticks on the floor too, but that was okay. That was 2. Then I helped him out. I went to the machine, one of the machines, and one of the kids that was working the machine, he says, "Here, you work it." I says, "Okay, I'll work it. No problem. I've worked it before. I got no problem. It's a chopping machine for wood." So I says, "Okay, no problem. I'm going to go and chop." All of a sudden, the boss gives me a phone call. "I heard you're not chopping the wood well. You're just chopping the garbage wood and not the good wood." 3 things. January 1st was something else. I was down there on January 2nd, I think it was, and I was setting something up for them. And when January 4th came in and this manager came in and was a little confused about how we left the shop on the 28th, or when he left it, that he started jumping at me and told me that if I can't work properly, I shouldn't be here. I said to him, "I don't work here, number one. I came to help you out. And if you can't remember what happened on the 28th, let's go take a look at the cameras." "Oh, no, we're not going to go look at the cameras." I says, "If you want to know what's going on, let's look at the cameras." Yeah, it was really weird. And his name is 2611 because he wears a hat that says boss on it. And I'm going, what is a boss supposed to be? And I says, yes, a boss in French is a bump on the head, and bus is a bump on the head. Because they're bosses, I guess they don't think, even when you're helping them out. A lot of things aren't appreciated in life. A lot of things aren't appreciated in life. Who am I? Have you ever seen the letter I like this? It's because this is what happens with the letter design. What is this? This is the letter Z. Yesterday we went over what A was. I can tell you some more personal stories, really weird story. Just really weird story. I'm not going to tell you who the person is, but this person has a key to my place to come see my cat and play with my cat, and because my cat likes company. So no problem. You want to come play with the cat? No problem. But then she's telling me, hey, why don't you open your blinds in the morning so the cat can see light? Instead of saying, hey, what do you think? Leaving the cat a little bit of light, you can leave the blinds open, but really brusque. She says, you don't have a job for me? Find me a job. I need a job. I says, I got you a job. You want to? Well, maybe I can wash your dishes. Okay, wash my dishes. Next word I hear out of her mouth is, I can't believe it. These dishes over here, the ones that were already washed, that I washed, she says, they're not even clean. I go, yeah. And I go, whoa. I go, that's why I asked you to wash my dishes, because I didn't wash them properly. And the other ones, well, I didn't wash them properly either, because if I did wash them properly and I knew I washed them properly, I wouldn't be asking you to wash these dishes, although there's only 8 or 9 dishes in the sink. Anyways, this little design that we did over here is what I can do with the letter Z. In one of my dreams years ago, I learned about bubbling. Just bubbling. I also learned the bubbling. I mean, I'm not sure if we want to bubble the bottom also, right? And then you can actually see this sign over here, the peace sign. What if I lowered this I over here? What if I did that? See, in this piece, I get the I. In this piece, because of the V, I get the T. So now I have the IT system, and it comes on 2 levels, and it's created by the letter Z. The letter Z is part of the letter A, because with the letter A, I'm just trying to see if this is the way it would be. And there you go. That's my Z. From here down to here and to here. Let me show you again. From here down to here and here, right? That's one area. Now, what if we did it this way? The angle. Change the angle. For what reason are we changing that angle? What is that angle? What can we do with that angle? And is there an in-between? And that's only the skull. That's only the bones. This piece are the straight pieces. I like to call them the bones. So the skull and bones is bubbling out the straight lines. And this is the A. If we want to do it this way, this A over here, that A, we can create Z from it. And then we can create, if we want to say, we can create, going through the center, we can now create the N from it. So the A can create, and then when we create the N, and we've created the N, we have made a cross inside the A, creating a double A. One A on this side, and then one A on this side, and each one with a 45-degree slope. Now 45 represents fox, which is a fox pass. And I relate this to games, sports. Things of truth. And did they do it anywhere? Yes, in the army, and this is what they called it. Okay, let me just read. Air balloon, it has a kitty door. A witch is in the west, takes a lot out, and a Z out. Change yourself, be your own hero. Just do it. Oh, you're such a Nike guy. You're such a Nike guy. I'm a little thirsty. It's 8:04. Just give me a minute. I have to look at something. Just give me a second here. Silence is golden. Silence is golden. Okay, where is the camera? Okay. This is pretty dark, eh? We need a little bit more light. Yeah, just a little bit more light. And the Z out to take the A out, and the Z out to change the Z. Change the Z. We have the Z in the end, so here we're going to do the A again, right? Now, my question is this really the A? What if I would just take these and make a real long, long, long A over, let me see, one area, two areas, three areas. Okay, so we're going to take that A over three areas. Now, when the next area repeats, right? When the next area repeats, it's going to be down here. Will we be coming back this way, or should I just go one more area? There, 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 there. And one of the reasons for this, okay, and the halfway would be, where would the halfway be? Where would the halfway be automatically? It's got to be an obligation. The halfway would be 1, 2, 3, and then this is the fourth area, but this and this are the same, so the halfway would be right here. Between here and here. Is that the way we can see the halfway area? Trying to figure out, this is mathematically, I'm trying to figure this out. Which is the halfway area? Yeah, the V, there is something else that goes along with the V. I did it in a design the other day. I don't remember exactly where that is. But if you notice, okay, here is that point of the second point, the bottom part of your A and the top part of your A. So where is that in between is the big question. So anyways, regardless of that, okay, maybe I'm going to take out a pen, and I'm going to ask myself the question: if everything stopped, if we remove the top area over here, okay, we're just going to work. I'm not sure which way I should be doing this. If I should be doing it this way, okay. So I'm going to go down a little bit lower and show you what I'm getting to. Here's 1, 2, and I'm going to separate it and go 1, 2, and then I'm going to connect it. And this is where your I comes in. The I and the H comes in, where the point is missing. That letter D is what connects the two slants, the two sides. So that letter D will now take that I, okay, and put it together as an A by putting that together. And these are both slanted. And in the slant, the left side of the slant is your Z change, and the right side would be your N. But now it would recreate a new A to one side, the heart on one side. Can we say this is the T to the other side? Can we say this is the plus sign, and to the other side of the heart is the minus sign? I'm questioning myself. And here's Z and N, created actually from I. Zion, Zion. I am on Zion. So you see the twisted way that the I is, keep on rocking, I gotta go a minute. Keep on rocking, I gotta go a minute. I'm a gal by my way. I'm a gal by my way. Robin is a girl's name or a boy's name? Is that what it means? I'm a gal on my way? I'm gallant. Oh, we used to talk. We used to talk all the time at night. I see your smile in the picture. Do you know your name, Eminem? Okay, so we were talking about that A. So now, what would happen if I created an A that was like this? And then, like that. And then what I would do, right, is when you look at it this way, now you see the H. It's not the same way as when I created, are you following right now? Are you following me that when I created the first I, and connected this together, and I showed you the letter I, you'd say, oh my God, he's like, oh my God, he's going down a slope. He's going down a slope, his skis are up. Oh my God. Oh my God, look, he's got his head to the side. Oh my God. He's got his head to the side. It really is I. Is that who you are? I am. I am who I am. Wow. Hey, Mighty Mouse. So that's my I and my H twisted. So if I take the cap off of the top here, or that D, I still end up with my I and my H. Does anybody know hack and slash? All the reboot characters. If you ever seen the program, the Child's program, that I desperately wanted to get home from work to go and watch, hack and slash. Yeah, added in a little bit of my personal life tonight. So the backwards of Chaldean to ABC, and I know I'm going off. I just wanted to do this thing with the A and show you how the A entwines with the I and the H because of the bar. See, the bar is the I and the H, and the two lines is the Z and the N. And there's a name for these two lines, and it's in French. Accent aigu and accent grave, something like that. So that's that association. So now we go to Chaldean. This becomes 1-6. This becomes 2-1. This becomes 3-5. This is the electric company. Out of Mars, the student in the church, created by BC. See, these two and these two will create the same 6 and 5. This creates the half-life, and it's the only 7. I'm wondering what happens if we crisscross. I get 9. We crisscross. I get 6. 6, 9 in rotation. Just trying to think. Where is 7, 3, 8? Oh, yeah, 6 and 1 is 7. 2 and 1 is 3. 3 and 5 is 8. The normal alphabet that we all know, it'd be 1 and 8 is 9. 7 and 2 is 9. 6 and 3 is 9. This takes it to an alternate text. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I'm not really where I should go. I don't really know. I wanted to do poker chips, but I got a headache. I got a headache from thinking all day. Yeah, thought all freaking day, 24 hours a day. I just want to sometimes stop. I'm overheated. It's like almost a forced thinking, you know. I was talking to you about what happened today, and so I called that boss up, and I said, hey, I actually called him up. I got a message from call me up. So I call him up, and he starts screaming at me, and I'm like, you're not here. You hear information from one person that dislikes me, that despises me, but puts his hand around me all the time going, hey, buddy, how's it going? I love you like a brother. Never seen a person like this in my life. And you can check yourself out and check yourself out and check yourself. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Then all of a sudden, I don't want to touch this, and I don't want to touch that, and I don't want to touch this. But the next day you come in, and the guy who touches it all is not there. And you shut up and they say, hey, do it. Do it today. Don't do it tomorrow. Don't decide on your own. Don't use your brains. Thank you very much. I'll stick to the workout. I go there for the workout. Yes, I go there for the workout. It is the most incredible workout you can have. And when you don't want to do too much, you can just jump on one of their forklifts and help them out another way. So then I jump off of it, and I just want to pass that wood. I just want to pick up the wood and bend in different positions just to breathe that outside air and feel good that you're out of the house. We are going to do, yes, I got a headache so bad. It's like this teeny little headache, and it's continuous, and it's numbing me. And the other thing that's mentally fatiguing, okay, is to know that If I want to go to the store and get something, I'm not allowed because we're in curfew from 8 a.m. till 5 a.m. Really and truthfully, what is the real curfew about? If you can't meet people at other people's houses, so why do we need the curfew? Because that's a double whammy. You can't meet people at other people's houses, so they put a curfew on so nobody can go out at all, not even the good people. White, red, and green. In horse racing, the number one in both thoroughbred and harness is red. The number two is white. The 5 is black or green. In poker chips, the $1 chip is white. And that's almost unique over the North America. The red chip is a $5 bill, and the green chip is a 25. We don't have 25. When you play Monopoly, they have a $20 bill. But in poker, it's a $25 chip. They don't have $10 chips. Do they have $10 in Monopoly? Let's figure this out in Monopoly. You have, let me just, I'm switching, I'm jumping all over the place. Monopoly money. Okay, Monopoly, you got the 1, the 5, the 20, the 50, the 100, and the 500. We used to have, I think, a $500 bill here also. I know we had 1,000. So the total is. Can we see this somewhere? Bless me. So we have 1, 2, 1, 15 of Mars, 25 of Earth, 10 times 10, 10 times 50, 555, 121, 111, 11 times 11, 121, 555, 5 times 111, 555. Does anybody know the center of roulette? Roulette betting scheme. Here, we're going to show you the center of roulette. Check it out. Let me see if I can get something where you can read the numbers actually. Can you read those numbers? Wow, I'm not too clear, eh? Wait, there's a place you can read the numbers. Wow. Okay, I think it's, no, not here. Here. Wait a second. Oh, here it is, right here. Right here. 16, 17, 18, 51. And over here it's 60, 51 and 60. 111. 111. 5 times 111, 555. Now, I'm not sure if that means anything, but that's your Monopoly. 676. 676. That's what it is. 676. Representation of Earth, Mars, and the half-life. This becomes 166. This becomes 566. 166 and 566. Passing through into 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into 10. 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40 is 100. So we're going to leave that alone. Let's get rid of that. Here's the chips. We have $31 in chips. I don't want to count the 50-cent piece that they do have. When it comes to money, we used to have the $1, the $2, the $5, the $10, the $20, and the $50. I don't want to work with the 100. So we have 70, 85, 86, 87. We have 88, representing Pegasus, the purple sky. That's our money system. The change was 1 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, 25 cent. And I don't want to count the 50 and the $1. We're not going to count them in here. I'm going to start here. 35. We have 41, birth in the sun, plus 25, 60. Whoop, that's not it. Plus 50 cents. 91, the spirit, birth in the sun. 91 when it ends here. And then when it ends here, you got 91. So this is from our money, and this is from our change. 75, we go to the dartboard, and the moon. Then it's 2 dimes and a nickel make a quarter. How to make the quarter? 5 nickels makes a quarter. So we're going to play a game with it. So it becomes 5 by 5 equals to 25. And it becomes 2 by 5 equals to 10. So now I got to think of the numbers, what they mean. One creates the earth, and this is that 1, 2, 3, 4 that comes together to create your 10 cents. Now, is your 10 cents 2 nickels? And how can we rub 2 nickels together? When you rub them together, it becomes a smaller dime. And then we have to know the size of our coins. A computer needs the right scriptures. Without those right scriptures, the computer doesn't work. In our money, through creation, in order to pass it on from the altar worlds, whichever and whatever they want to call them, okay, you need to have, and how it works, because we don't see it, is to receive. And in order to receive something, it's got to be put out there. It's already got to be put out. You get something in, you got to put it somewhere. You got garbage, you got to put it somewhere. That garbage becomes something else. Well, this information somehow needs to sit somewhere, being remembered, whatever it is. So the change being the certain size of what it is, even if a human being came up with the size, I was just a normal human being. It's not that. It gets passed on through here, through the conscience or the subconscious, through the aether, however it gets into us. Every individual is born with something for this planet to pass on. And if you're not that person and think you're not special, that's not true, because we're gears. We're all gears. We're little gears in little situations making little mountains. So this is the basic red. So red, or the $5, gets number 27 because of its color. 27, win a big red sun, $5. White, the white blood cell, the white knight. White wedding day, she's in a white dress. Then there's green, green grass, green clovers representing earth. Green also representing, they say you got any green, and also represents Christ, 77. And birth, 7 times 7, 7 plus 7 equals to 63, minus it equals 35. Electric company, which is electric company is 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to 2 equals to 3 equals to 5. Now 1 times 1 and 1 plus 1 equals to 1 equals to 1 equals to 1 plus 1 equals to 2 equals to 3. And this is how we create our electric company. Can you see that mathematic? Very simple, plain, ordinary mathematics. 1 and 1, 1 and 2. Now, it's very simple. That 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, 1 times 1 and 1 plus 1. Now, when you go to how do you get 13? Because you have to get 12, you have to get 13. Oh, how do you get 7? 7 is 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 equals to 3 equals to 4. And that's your 7, 3 and 4 DC 7. So you have 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4 by 1 and 1, or 11, 12, and 13. But once you get to 13, it's the change of everything, because 13, it becomes 13, 1/3 of a teen. 1, 5, 10, 20, 100, and 1,000. Bless you. Oh, thank you. plop, plop, viz, viz. Oh, what a relief it is. Rolaids, relief of lactic acid in digestive system. Rolaids. Okay, moving on. And right, 36 is also the 36 numbers of the 18 reverse. Number 36, ink cartridge, green. Really? In which one? You know what? I'm going to get something to drink. Soda water. Oi! Oh, I gotta put away my food. Just give me a minute, all right? I gotta put away my food. Oh my God. I gotta put away my food. Wow. Wow. Okay. I'm coming back. I'm just busy putting stuff away. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. You know, sometimes it's hard to turn a pot upside down, eh? Okay. I'm not sure who's going to be still sitting there and waiting for me, but you got to let me do this. I got to put this away. Okay. Okay, coming back. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay. Lost half the crowd. Got to go again in a minute. Okay. Anyways, I'm back. We're going to cut this short, I think. I made a couple of designs. I was thinking about Mount Rushmore, what's happening around the world. I mean, we're only, we're only about 1,500 on the channel. Usually between 3 and 10 people show up to watch these videos. But don't look at your life that way. Don't look at how many people are here. Sometimes it's hard to handle, but as long as the wave goes out, because it's the word spoken that's picked up along the wave. It's the word heard that one hears and one thinks, puts it through their mind and they think. And our greatest gift, and something that I did not put forth for myself this week, is I didn't stand my ground and just listen. I didn't listen. People talked, put me down, knocked me down, were rude to me, and I blasted 2 of them. And that's not who I am. And maybe I should have waited before I blasted the 2 of them. Maybe I should have chosen my words. But before I blasted one of them, I asked them if they can please stop talking. I don't want to hear somebody put me down. That was one of them. The other one, for some reason, I already knew that if this person would show up in front of me, they were going to just tell me something, anything, just because they want to be the boss. Not for anything else, but not over anybody, just me, for some reason. There could be a big reason for it, and I really don't want to get into that too personal things. It's really rude, really rude. Obviously, it must be bothering me. Department of Motor Vehicles, the D and the V are number 44, and they also represent in French the Jack and the Queen. Not sure if where else we can go with some of the stuff in here. I was talking about 60 the other day, that in French, 60 fits into 70 and into 80. So forget about anything to do with 6 and take your 6. Forget about 7, because 7 is just a gateway. And either you're in or you're out. And there's a game called Craps. And it tells you about 7. You're the 10. 1, 2, 3, 4 together equals 10. 10 times 7, 10 times this, 10 times that to a single digit always comes back to the same thing. But when you add it, it equals to 8 because of the one throwing of the dice. That's where these beautiful gems come in, telling me that story, and French, and the deck of cards telling me that 6 is an 8, where the all-around 1 is only 6 with a possibility of 8 and 1 on the inside. 66 is actually not 66 at all. It's just crisscrossing. The only way to get 66, doing this, you pick up all 8. So you pick up 8. You pick up, by doing this, you get 8 different spots, but only have 66. You follow me? You cover. If I would dab it this way, then turn it and dab it this way, you'll be double dabbing 4 spots, and the 2 other spots would only be hit 1 time, above and below and side to side. Side to side would be yesterday and tomorrow. Up and down would be the night and the day. Or would it? Does any of that make any sense? So let me write this down. Side to side is yesterday, and tomorrow. Yesterday, it's almost like saying the earth, because ter meaning earth, or the I before, the before day, the earth. And then tomorrow is 2 more O's. I'm just trying to figure out what that would mean. And talking about tomorrow as in tomorrow's coming, regulated by 2 more O's, 2 more moons. And that would be Mars, moons, Phobos, and Deimos. So we have this 1, that's 6 and 8, and 60 Forget about 60. 70 is the gateway, and 80 is the heavens, connecting 6 and 6 through the half-life. Right on that side, there's your 8 around 6, and here's your 8 around 6. See, this way and this way, no matter what, you still have that 8 around 1. 18, 16 and 18. The spirit and the angel. 16 becomes 91, the spirit of the church. The angel is Venus, 9 by 9, 81 to 11 by 11, 121. Beta creation of the Christ. X, Y, and Z. Is there anything else? 60, 70, 80. 90 is in rotation of 60, which when you have that in rotation of 60, it just goes to show you that if 60 is an 80, then you have 60 and 80, because it's the same letter. It's the same letter. Above and below, side to side. 8 and 9, the 8th and the 9th letter. So we don't use any of these two, and we're just going to use these two. And this is in rotation of 6 through 8, because it's on two sides. It's on two sides. You want to just split the sides and then make one side over here and one side over here. Anyways, I want to thank you for being here. Sometimes it's hard for me to leave. I can keep coming with 1,000,001 ideas. I think maybe I can, maybe not. I'm getting a little tired, a little weary. I want to thank you for being here. Maybe I'll come on a little bit later. It looks like there's Hunter Berrien, which almost seems like Hunter Bidden or something. Bin, I don't know. All these bins and bends. So say goodnight. Thank you for watching. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Goes right through the door. Look at the hole in the door. The sun, right over there. It's a hole in the door. There's a door piece missing. If I would blacken that out, what would it look like? I woke up like this. Thank you.